Welcome back to the Daily Taoist podcast with Will S. Today I will be talking about verse 8. The Tao Te Ching was written about 2,500 years ago by a man named Lao-Tzu. It is one of the oldest texts in existence and certainly one of the wisest. Its wisdom is timeless, and its message is as relevant and as important now as it was back then, if not more so. It is vital that we learn to come back into balance with the natural world, to live in a more harmonious way, and the Tao Te Ching beautifully instructs us in bringing ourselves and our lives into alignment with the Tao. Verse 8. The supreme good is like water, which nourishes all creation, without trying to compete with it. It gathers in the low places unpopular with men. Thus it is like the Tao. Live in accordance with the nature of things. In dwelling, live close to the ground. In thinking, keep to the simple. In dealing with others, be fair and generous. In governing, do not try to control. In work, do what you enjoy. In family life, be completely present. When you are content to be simply yourself and compare or compete, everyone will respect you. One who lives in accordance with nature does not go against the way of things. He lives in harmony with the present moment, always knowing the truth of just what to do. In this verse, Lao-Tzu describes the Tao as being like water. The paradox of water is that although it is one of the softest of substances, it is also one of the most powerful. Whilst water is gentle and flows around obstacles, it is also powerful enough to cut through rock and erode mountains. This is to say nothing of its essential life-giving properties. All forms of life are completely dependent upon it. Without water, there would be no life on this planet. Lao-Tzu muses that rather than climbing upward, water is content to flow downward, for that is its nature. This is the opposite of most people who prefer to elevate themselves and are constantly trying to climb their way up the various ladders of life, making themselves bigger, higher, and better. The rest of this verse offers Lao-Tzu's sage advice for giving in alignment with the nature of the Tao. The key points are simplicity, gentleness, kindness, and balance. He warns against competing and trying to control others and urges us to be in harmony with the essential nature of life and ourselves. All too often we see ourselves as somehow separate from life. Indeed, there's an erroneous collective assumption that me and my life are somehow two separate things. Yet, as our egos might balk at the notion, it is nevertheless true that we don't have a life, we are life. That's humbling but strangely comforting realization. Perhaps we could take Lao-Tzu up on his ideology and ourselves as water. Instead of trying to climb up ever upward, what would happen if we allowed ourselves to flow downward? When we try to act against our nature, we are usually experiences the blockage of some kind. The human mind likes to call the shots and determine our trajectory, but in doing so, it often operates counter to our true nature. What if we could allow ourselves to be like water and simply flow in the direction that life takes us, unafraid of the low places, detained by these obsessed with getting ahead then perhaps we will discover a peace and joy beyond understanding. Being like water, we are soft and gentle, yet immersively powerful. We are able to offer life-giving and life-sustaining nourishment to and any and all that might need it. And as with water, if we really have patience and perseverance, we can move even mountains. Yep, that's what they say. Over time, water, even through the freezing and thawing action, will eventually wear down a mountain, carve out Grand Canyons, and generally, the soft working against the hard over time overcomes all things. This essay is compliments of Rory at dailyblogspot.com. The channel or the YouTube channel is live. I'm available at Twitter at the Daily Taoist, on Instagram. Wherever you are out there in the world, getting up, it's 4:30 in the morning. Just remember to be soft, be like water. Don't take yourself too seriously. And remember to have yourself a great and prosperous day. Namaste from Will S.